I'm here with Lisa Cousins from Stash Rewards. Lisa, thank you so much for meeting with me.
Thank you, Jeremiah.
How have things changed in the past 5 to 10 years in the loyalty space?
I think in the loyalty space in the last 5 or 10 years, what started with American Airlines has become a really huge industry. So especially lately, we've just been seeing more and more programs. And with that, of course, more consumer membership in those programs. I heard a statistic recently that I think the average loyalty memberships per household is around 30. So that's really an overwhelming number to manage, and I think makes it more clear than ever how important it is for your loyalty program to be relevant and to give guests a reason to think about it and keep it in mind. There's also been a lot of criticism of loyalty lately. I think the number one issue has been the devaluation of points, so requiring guests to accumulate more points to redeem for what they used to be able to get for fewer points. Also, the changing of how points are accumulated. So, for example, some airlines have gone from a mileage-based earn model to a spend-based earn mile, which has received some backlash from travelers that aren't spending thousands and thousands of dollars on business class international flights to accumulate their miles and their status. Also, it's become just a lot more complicated. So you're looking at the terms and conditions or benefits of some of the programs, and there's just so many lines, it's really hard to understand what exactly you're getting for what. But I think the good news is there has been a recognition of that in the industry lately, and you are seeing companies like Stash, but also bigger companies like Wyndham, for example, recognizing this challenge and creating simpler programs.
Excellent, very interesting. And how do you see the sharing economy affecting the hospitality industry these days, and where does loyalty play into that?
So I think the sharing economy, whether it's Airbnb or HomeAway or One Fine Stay that we're talking about, the bottom line is it is new inventory. It's an increase in supply. So there's definitely different perspectives out there, whether it's from the big hotel brand CEOs or from industry data companies and experts such as Smith Travel Research on whether or not Airbnb is truly having an impact. But basic economics tells us that any increase in supply is a challenge. I think that from a hotel's perspective, this presents a need to look at what Airbnb is doing well and why guests are choosing to book shared accommodations, and then learn from that. The top reasons that I understand would be, number one, price. An Airbnb listing is typically less expensive to book than a hotel. And also having that local experience of actually living in a neighborhood, having a personal relationship with your host, and that kind of dreaded buzzword of authenticity are really some of the benefits of Airbnb. So how can a hotel actually learn from that and apply it? And I think that's where, when we look at loyalty programs, where there's really a stronger need from them and they're more important than ever. When we look at the value side, so I mentioned price as one of the concerns. With a loyalty program, you're earning points. You're earning a thank you for your stay that you can actually take these points and use them for a free stay later. So there's very clear value that a guest is getting. I would also say on that local experience, that personal relationship, loyalty is really empowering there. So, for example, with Stash, when members create their profile, they can actually indicate an amenity they prefer at a hotel. My own profile says that I would love a running map at check-in. So that actually gives a hotelier the opportunity to see that and anticipate my needs at the front desk. So loyalty, I think, is really a great tool that empowers hotels to have some offense against the benefits that I guess sees from booking within the sharing economy. So I think some other examples there, in addition to the profile aspect, are Airbnb is entering as a competitor in the corporate travel market, also in the meetings market. Loyalty programs do offer the opportunity to incent the meeting planners or the corporate travel managers that are making decisions about those bookings. It's a great way to keep them with your hotel and to prevent them from even considering the sharing economy because your loyalty program is just so great. Another opportunity is greater incentives for your most loyal guests. So, the ones that are staying more often with your program, giving them benefits such as upgrades, which can sort of solve that larger accommodation benefit that Airbnb provides. Also more value by awarding them more points, or, more personalized information as you get to know them a little better and can give them little extra things at check-in, such as a free bottle of wine or, a discounted spa treatment as a couple examples.
And what type of marketing messaging have you seen that's really worked to get the benefits of a loyalty program across to the consumer?
So we're talking about the sharing economy, but I think the other elephant in the room here is online travel agencies. So as a hotelier, you not only have to persuade a guest to book your accommodations as opposed to Airbnb, for example, but also to book directly on your site. So I think there it's really about education and very clearly articulating the benefits of booking directly with you. Points are a really great benefit to emphasize there. You can earn points from booking with a sharing economy accommodation. You also aren't earning points with your loyalty program if you book through Expedia, for example. So I think it's really being clear about points and any other benefits that you can offer someone for booking directly with you. But also remembering to keep that simple. It's also about once someone has a great experience with you, convincing them to return. So I think that's about using their contact information and your loyalty program to remind them about their great stay and that they should come back to you and really delivering that great experience. So it's absolutely critical, and no matter what kind of loyalty program you have or what marketing you have, the fundamental thing you have to get right is hiring great people, providing great service, and a great experience for your guests.
Lisa, this has been very insightful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.